First day in Bend, how does this trip feel different maybe than last year after going through it all?
I would say everything's not new. The place where we're staying, the campus, the OSU campus there is amazing. It's been really good. Coming up here was great. Summit High School is always very, very kind to us and taking care of us. So but there's a lot of familiarity for the kids. They know the schedule, they understand it, and so it's been good. How long have we been here? 24 hours?
Sure. Yeah. Are you approaching anything differently this time since you guys did all go through this as a program last year?
Practices are a little bit different, not really because of Bend or this time. It's just simply because camp is longer. So we're a little bit less on and off the field, less time on the field, I should say. But they handled that practice today very well. And, I like the way we got the day spaced out. So it's no drastic changes, but a little bit less here, and obviously more walkthrough times, which mentally will tax them, and they need that.
Yeah, I was going to say, how do you feel the extra time now that you won't be doing double days here?
Yeah, it's going to be good. The two-a-day factor of taking that off the physicality. The more we're in it, the more we understand it. It's a good thing. And then secondly, I would say we still have the opportunity to take those mental reps to stay in competition for a long period of time. And walkthroughs can be competitive. You're not hitting, you're not tackling, you're not making plays to say, but you are definitely in a mental mindset of this is a big time practice. So we'll use those 2 days in those 18-period practices much like we did in the past as far as the time frame and the mental picture, but the physicality just won't be there.
How about the young guys? Any young guys? Any new
Oh boy,
guys?
there's a lot of young guys that have jumped out at me. Kessie is playing very well at inside linebacker. He was running with the first crew today, and that was well deserving. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully that gets on Jay and Dougie a little. Hair raises on the back of their neck a little bit. So Dunn has played very well at the corner spot. He's done a nice job for us. There's no question about it. He's come in, he's been prepared, and he's wearing 22, so you kind of get confused sometimes who he is. But he's done a very nice job. Montalban, offensive lineman, he's played very, very well. Late addition. He's done a fantastic job to this point. He'll contest for a starting role. Calvin, running back, he jumps off at me time and time again. He's done a tremendous job. Thomas has been very good. I guess I don't look at Thomas as really as a newcomer sometimes.
Yeah.
He's a KG savvy veteran, and he looks like it. He's done a very nice job.
Have you had to break too many bad habits?
No. He's come in here. I think the great thing for him is he had an opportunity to get himself in shape, and he's played this game. I've said it before. He's played this game at the highest level, and on a team that had extremely high expectations and succeeded at an extremely high level. And it's hard to say that that's not a huge factor, and a huge factor for our football team because they understand where he's been and he understands where the teams that he was on went, and they can learn from him. There's absolutely no doubt about it. It's a factor.
Okay, totally changing topics. What about Elu Eisen? We haven't seen him out there.
Elu's here now.
Okay.
He's back with us, and doing good. He's got himself in a good spot to be ready to go. Just needed a little extra conditioning before we got him on the field. And he's handled that, and I expect him to continue to handle it. And he needs to. You got to be in shape to get on the football field. It's not just his decision; it's our decision. It's the medical staff decision, and the weight room.
So is he still in the? So they call it the acclimation period right now?
Elu, no, he went through that way.
Okay.
We had him. We never didn't have him in the 105, and he was always technically practicing.
Okay.
But he was just spending a little more time on his conditioning than practicing football. It's a nice way to put it.
To go back to the young guys, I mean, it seems like for these first couple practices, you've given them reps. Like it seems like you guys have made a concerted effort to make sure you get a look at some of those guys, maybe over some starters that you already know as you're kind of going to get it out of them, at least at this point.
Absolutely, no doubt, and that's a major emphasis. Is when we leave Bend on Friday night, as a staff, and quite frankly, as a football team, we need to have a really good idea of what freshmen or transfers are going to be involved in the travel squad. That doesn't mean who's going to help us. They're all going to help us. And I hate that word when we say, well, this freshman's going to help us, and then does that mean that freshman's not? No, that's not the point. But who really has an opportunity to be within the two deep and get in the travel squad? And I think these coaches have handled that very well. And to the credit of the football team and the older kids, they've handled it well too because they want the reps. Trust me. When Calvin hits a hole and has a nice run, it doesn't really excite Ryan to the fact that I would like to have that rep, but he is supportive and he's excited for a young player making a play.
Besides that, kind of what are your goals when you say by the time we go back to Corvallis on Saturday? What do you want to have accomplished?
Well, I want them to continually bond off the field. This is just a great opportunity for them to be around each other, and we are giving them some time in the evenings to, really do that and spend some time with teammates. We did again. We broke up their roommates to probably be as. They probably couldn't have predicted two of them or guessed two of them if they'd have tried to. So we're, those relationships, getting to know other people is big. Just make this team come together, and that's what I told them. And then lastly, I would say I think you identify your toughness early in camp. Every team has to identify their own level of toughness, and you always get gauged by that on game day. I understand that, but when we walk out of here, we need to be prepared to be a tough football team, and you earn that. You just can't say you're tough. Those are major emphasis, and all the execution and all those other things you can go on and on. But those are some hot topics that we have to walk out of here with positives.
With that roommate situation, how do you do that? Do you just pull guys out of a hat? How do you do that?
No, I just kind of I sit there by position and just kind of say that'd be an interesting matchup and put them together. So it's good. I think they just really, again, they have an opportunity to get to know somebody that they might not have any idea, and they could have been on the team with them for a year. I hope that's not the case, but if it is, it won't be that way anymore.
How are you keeping players healthy with the heat this week?
Yeah, right now, this is the critical time of the day to me is right now. Rehydrate, keep hydrated the whole day long, but get ourselves up there in the cold tub. So we take this time right now, and they have all the way until 3 o'clock to eat lunch. So they'll go up there, they have access to all the trainers, they have access to the weight, to the strength staff, the cold tubs, take their time, do what you've got to do to be able to do everything you can to make sure you're preparing your body to start recovering right now, not 2 or 3 hours from now. Nutrition is a big part of it. The food at the facility is absolutely fantastic down there, and you can't just drink water and drink Gatorade. You have to fuel your body with food also, and we educate them hard on those things, and we track them hard to keep their weights, understand how much weight they're losing through practice and what have you. So these kids are pretty educated down those lines, and we have everything we need here to help them.
Okay, one question about Isaac Garcia.
Yeah, Isaac is just there's a lot of things out there on Isaac, and the bottom line is this: Isaac has decided to just go in a different direction. Isaac was in good standing with us, and he had absolutely zero issues. We wish him all the best, and I'll be there to help him. Every program is not for every young man as you go through time, and he's a good kid. I respect him, and he's just made that decision on his own. But make no mistake, there is nothing on the outside with any type of issues, academic issues or anything like that. Right? He deserves to have that out there, not just him saying it if he's saying it, which I'm sure he will, but from our standpoint, he made a decision, and when you get into those spots, you support the kid and try to make sure that he has an opportunity to be successful in life wherever he decides to go.
There's some new faces on the offensive line, but a guy that's kind of stepping into or trying to step into the starting job is Trent Moore, and a guy that's been around for a while, pretty versatile. Just what have you seen out of him?
Yeah, Trent. Trent had a very nice spring, and he got better. His gains in the weight room has given him the opportunity to now compete at this level, and he's right there. He's going to be in a big battle with Montalban. There's going to be a big time fight there as we go through camp, and Trent wants it. Both young men want it extremely bad. But that's good. That's what we need. We need to get to the point to where we feel we have 8 offensive linemen would be great, 10 would be fantastic, that we felt pretty good about. So we're moving down those lines. If we can stay healthy and they're competing, it's been good. But that right tackle position is really, really important for us right now.
Thanks, Coach.
Anything else?